Alrighty, everybody. Are you welcome? Oh, are you welcome? Are you welcome? Are you guys well? Do you feel welcome right now?
No,
I'm
scared.
No, no one feels welcome. Well,
I'm afraid.
good.
I'm
Are
welcome.
you ready
I feel
though
fine.
for this week's episode of Iron Gods?
Sure.
Also, no, I'm scared and afraid.
I wish I had
Should be.
real internet, but yes.
God, oh my God. Welcome to our any viewers that are from the Central Eastern America and weren't fucking blown away in that tremendous, as our president likes to describe it, inland hurricane. We set a new record, didn't we? With
Yep.
shit that can be blown our way. Thing.
Literally.
So, yeah. One of us is going to be a bit late. That is our large paladin buddy there. He's going to just be just be happily staring at the rest of us until he actually arrives, and we'll trade him out for, we'll make him stop T-posing in the background. Also, Chaz is speaking to us from the fifth fucking dimension at the moment.
I am?
I mean, kind of. You're using some MacGyver shit to
Oh,
join us. As the city you live in got fucking wrecked by a tornado, and you're still with us.
Yeah, I'm fine. My place is fine, but internet throughout the county is still not fine, so...
Yeah, I think that's gonna be one of the last things they probably get in, Roofs would be a good first.
Yeah, there's a lot of places missing this.
Yeah. Anyway, all that morbid shit out of the way, let's get to some more fantastical talk, shall we? We are Take 10 Gaming, and I am your lovable host for Tuesday afternoon games, Luke Kenny. We are about to get on our Iron Gods kick, so let's get our introductions out of the way. So, from your left to your right after me, we have the yellow-garbed Calistrian badass with a whip with her wasp companion, Sarah Hitchkin.
Hello.
We have the T-posing paladin of Sarenrae, Peter Hastings, played by Maddie whenever he fucking gets here, but he's a busy boy. He's providing resources and material to the needing people of Kentucky. And after that, we have our aesthetic sorcerer with a rifle, Professor Taryn Gates. Say hello, Kyle.
Hello, Scott.
I fucking hate you. And after that, we have our eldritch worshipping, worn-eyed Von Elnash, played by Charles Blair.
That's me.
Greetings. And again,
Fuck you, Chaz.
fuck you. And we have a fun little announcement to make for today. Are you ready for this? I'm pretty excited. We hit a first little old mark on our subscriber count. Woohoo! We're all the way up. We're all the way up to 50 subscribers, which is actually our first little goal that we met. I'm pretty excited about it. I know it's a measly sum for most giant YouTubers, but giant YouTubers we are not yet. So this is a cool little first for us.
Solid growth.
Hell yeah. So let's see if we can make. What should our next goal be after this? Should we try to go for double or for 75?
2 million.
2 million. Okay.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
Go big or
Come
go
back
home.
in 10 to 15.
I'm already
fucking...
in my living room.
I'd say 75. I'm wanting I like the 25 pace because it's even Stevens, and I say it out of spite of Chaz for his ridiculous statement.
No,
But
I
75
like
is
the
odd.
100.
75 is odd. You are correct. Though
You're odd, Chad.
it can be divided several ways, so that's nice.
True.
Hey, you gotta look for that diversity when it comes to the maths. But yeah, be sure to like and subscribe for more Pathfinder-y content and for more other modes of content that we're going to have coming your way in the actually honest long-term future. So yeah, get excited for that. But until then, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let me turn off the lo-fi and turn on the intro. Here we go, boys and girl.
Yeah, Chaz.
God damn it, I always have it playing twice. Beautiful. Woohoo! As to be expected, the security sector has been absolutely anything but secure. A host of undead gun-wielding undead, haunted infirmaries, zealous robots, and the like fill what was once the Androffan Center for Order and Safety upon the Divinity. Now, the security sector within Silvermount is a domain of one of Unity's most powerful followers, the machine sovereign Bastion. A powerful robot built almost entirely of rare metals, Bastion once upheld the task of a ship's security with the obsession only a robot can bring. But when Unity went mad, Bastion was amongst the first robots whose programming is corrupted. Or it corrupted, rather. Bastion played a key role in disrupting human control over Divinity, and was a significant factor in the final desperate decision to crash land on Golarion. Ironically, while most of the humans on Divinity perished in the crash, Bastion survived almost completely unharmed. It endures today, ruling the security sector at Unity's command and serving as the core hub for robotic command within Silvermount. If our heroes can defeat Bastion, they will deal a mortal wound to the chain of commands in Silvermount and practically destroy the organization of robots that stalk the halls of the mountainous dungeon. So, can our heroes defeat the Master of Machines? Find out now on this week's episode of Take 10 Gaming's playthrough of Paizo's adventure path, Iron Gods, Chapter 6, The Divinity Drive.
Alright, guys, here's the plan. We build a dive comp. Scott, I need you to play Winston. Alright?
I like where this is going.
I can play Winston.
Okay, cool. Chaz, because I don't trust you with anything other than being a heal bot, I'm going to make you play Mercy.
I only play Lucio.
But they nerfed her to the ground.
That's fine. Lucio's acceptable. You shut your mouth about my beautiful woman.
I literally... Oh, no, I also play... what's his name? Who's the guy with the hook?
Roadhog?
Roadhog.
Yeah, Roadhog. Those are the two characters I play.
You know what? That
I
explains
don't play
so
anyone
much.
else.
Anyhow, so we're going to open into a fun little situation in which our heroes have just finished their... How to describe what happened at the end of last game? The heroes came upon a Nathalgu by the name of Yistragut. Let's pop him up for everyone to see once again. Yistragut,
yes.
A nasty Nathalgu, an alien species often aligned to the Dominion of the Black, as Yistragut claimed and admitted to being. He then also admitted that he was part of the primary boarding party that attacked the Divinity, causing all of this shit to happen. Shortly after that, our normally calm Kasathan gunslinger by the name of Isuma took quite a lot of venom with that and proceeded to viciously butcher Yistragut in his own cell in a rather... depending on how you want to look at it. You can look at it as Yistragut getting what he definitely deserved, or you can look at it as a vicious, emotional outburst from our lovely cohort, Isuma.
Both.
Either way, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Especially the Callistrian would be very for an act of vengeance being taken. We all know that Salt loved it. Anyway. After that, they decided to continue their adventure, I guess we could call it, as they traveling throughout the security sector, as they began down a curved hallway, which led them directly into an odd situation. It's a hallway that's lined with a lot of offices, and a large restroom, actually, funny enough. So I will turn the camera back to our heroes. You will not have control of your characters at the moment. We'll just still be using the theater of the mind, I guess we could say. So, heroes, what do you wish to do?
Alright. Now that Terran has returned from his week of T-posing,
Yeah.
I go to the restroom.
Okay. You break away from the party and kind of just go to one of the bathroom areas. The door opens as you approach it, as they are one to do.
I step inside and I find a place to pee because, let's be honest, we've been in this ship for a very long time and Terran's been holding it.
This entire time?
For days.
Just do what the rest of us do and go in your bag of holding.
Alright, so yeah, Terran will excuse himself for a moment.
God, I hope there's something terrifying in this bathroom.
Actually, no. There's nothing in here other than you. And toilets. Functioning toilets.
The most terrifying thing of all.
An Asimar. An Asimar's ass, in fact. Yeah.
An ass MR, if you will.
Anyway.
Hey, Chaz, shut up.
I didn't say shit.
Oh.
And ASMR's ASMR giving us ASMR.
Okay, this needs to stop.
Begun.
After
Vaughn
that,
prefers. I was gonna say Vaughn prefers finding quiet corners and locking eyes with one of the cameras that is on the ship and taking shits in full view of you just to fuck with.
Wow.
Let's roll a perception check from the party, and of course Vaughn rolls the highest. So, let's see. Vaughn, you're the only played character at the moment who notices it. It was a DC 30, and Peter made it, but unfortunately is an NPC at the moment. So, yeah. You notice that Isama has a different complexion to her at the moment. Normally she has focused and, how to describe it? Determined eyes. Now she just seems cold. Empty, I guess you could say.
Isma, are you doing alright?
And she doesn't answer.
Does she seem like afflicted in some way, or is she just like staring off into space?
Give me a heal check.
Sure.
Yeah, you roll a 31 with a nat 20. Very nice. She just seems out of it. She doesn't seem like afflicted by anything, like you say. She's just kind of in her own head.
Processing.
Yeah. And that is the case. Anyone want to do anything with that, or just leave it as it is?
He's the only one who noticed in the first place, so...
Yeah.
Terran's too busy, like, walking through the automated doors.
Because we know what's happening.
He's walking back and forth through the automated doors, just, like, still in awe by the complexity of this place in terms of, like, machinery.
It's like that scene from Beavis and Butthead Do America, where they're just in awe of the automatic flush on the toilets in the Hoover Dam. You remember that scene? Am I the only one who's seen that movie?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Beaver visions.
That's funny.
I don't have a damn clue what you're talking.
That's funny. Because we're talking about dams. Okay, yeah. Trust me, it's a funny scene from a movie. But I'll ask one more time if you all wish to do anything with the situation.
Yeah,
or we can move on.
Vaughn's gonna like wave his hand in front of her. And you in there?
She kind of then just slowly, not so slowly. She kind of turns to look at you, now clearly annoyed, and she says, "What, Vaughn?"
I just wanted to make sure that you were all right. You seem kind of out of it. after dealing with the Nathalgu?
She says, "Yes, I'm fine. Never better."
Heron, like, appears next to Vaughn and whispers, "When a woman says it's fine, it's not fine."
There's like a piece of toilet paper attached to the bottom of his shoe.
Oh, shit. You're like, kind of like scurry off, leaving the scene.
Mon's like, well, if you need to talk about anything, I'm here for you. He's like trying to get it. Vaughn's like has no idea how to.
Yeah, give me a diplomacy roll. Yeah, it was that's not what's required. Well, actually, hang on. Let me look at what it would be required. It would be plus her. It's 14 plus 16. Yeah, it's actually a 26 was required. So she just kind of goes, and that's the end of it. Shortly after that, though, can someone that's not Vaughn and Isama roll perception?
Sure. I can do these things. Once I... Fuck. There we go.
Whilst our local spot checkers have been a touch distracted, funny enough, I was going to say they suffer a minus 20 to the rolls, but probably Vaughn was still blowing those rolls out of the water. Who rolls the... Terran, you're the one who notices it first. The ground starts... There's kind of a dull kind of... something is approaching around the corner in the distance.
I hear it, and I, like, put my ear to the ground, and I say, "Sarah, something's coming, and it's big."
I really hope it's Bastion.
I pull out, like, a small cup of water and put it on the fucking floor and just recreate that scene from Jurassic Park.
Right.
Where, like, it, mix the water, like,
yeah.
do the thing, and for the sake of comedy for myself.
Yes, and Salt sees that and he goes, "It's big, real big." And you look at him and he has like a fucking explorer's hat on.
He looks like fucking Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, my hero. Off in the distance, you see this thing start to make its way out.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Which way is this thing coming from?
From the north.
Oh, thank God.
You'll have to find your things, and after a moment, this giant machine turns the corner. An immense ape-like machine body and a lumbering robot with a powerful laser cannon where its head would normally be makes its way around.
That's
okay,
cool.
This is a fucking Zoid.
This is a machine known as a pulse pounder.
That is
That's a Zoid.
pulse pounder. Another term for you know what? We're not gonna go there. Anyway, it's a fucking Zoid.
It's a fucking Zoid. Select your characters and roll initiative, please.
Dude, I'm so hyped to fight a Zoid.
I rolled good.
God damn it.
Salt rolled okay.
Alright, let's see here.
Peter rolled 4.
What else is new?
But he does have to roll flat initiative. He doesn't have bonuses.
He does have a bonus, but it's quite low.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
There we go.
Plastic.
We gotta turn this down. Some songs are loud and some are not. Yes, so this fight is going to be done cinematically. This isn't going to be just a typical combat. Let me see here. Let me move
How
this.
many?
Yes.
Hey Marty, how many Nova gems does that guy cost?
How many Nova gems? I'm not familiar with the term.
Ah man, did no one play Mech Quest ever?
I'm sorry, no.
I'm
no,
sorry.
but I always wanted to. I never had the device to run it at the time.
Some of us played good mech games.
Like Mech Warrior?
Yeah.
I just watch a lot of mech anime.
Nah, man.
Dude, Nick-
I played Roblox. Nah, I'm kidding. I've never played that game.
You're missing out. No.
Was it one fucking old animated series, Cubics? Robots for Everyone? Remember that
Oh,
shit?
I
yeah.
loved Cubics.
God.
I fucking loved Cubics as
It's
a
a
kid.
great.
That shit was the fucking bee's knees.
Everyone.
Anyway, okay, that's enough nostalgia for the moment. Yes, so, Vaughn, you saw this thing coming, even though you weren't looking, but you were powerless to stop it. What do you wish to do?
Not be here. have it not be here.
One of us needs to leave.
yeah. Someone needs to leave. Someone needs to go home and change. Lord, I don't know anything about robots. I just know that it's big, and that probably means it's scary.
Lie, you fool.
Again, this is more of a cinematic thing. Your character
Oh,
is
okay.
staggered, but I just need to know what Vaughn is about to do.
Vaughn's just prepping for the thing to get closer because he's really just not sure
Okay.
what
yeah, no,
to
you
do
hold your
with
turn
it
then.
because
That's fine.
yeah, every other robot has been slightly different, and some of them have been more resistant to some of the stuff that he can do. So he's
Yeah.
just not sure where to start.
A very fair thing to go with. Taryn, it is your turn. Vaughn, whenever you wish, just tell me when you want your initiative to begin.
I run into the bathroom.
Okay?
Just like
Taryn
the
fucking...
Oh god.
Taryn goes... it crashes into the bathroom.
Oh god, wait, shit. It's just like that scene from Jurassic Park.
that happens. Sarah. What do you
Hang
wish
on.
to do?
I run over to Vaughn and I start pulling out his rocket launcher.
Okay, like you run up to him, like grab hold of him and start yanking shit off of him.
It's a fair idea.
Okay, I'll say that you can grab a hold of it. Do you know how to use this thing?
No, but can I at least get it out?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say I can't fire it this turn though.
I know, but I can get it out for you so that you don't have to pull it out on your turn.
Fair.
This sounds interesting.
Yeah, you can get it out and ready it for him. So it's all prepped and ready to go. Let's see. Isama is going to kind of shoulder past everybody and take a shot at the thing. Let me get her character out here. Take this. Wait, not that one. This one.
Bring down the AT-AT. Do it.
Sir,
She
need
blasts
more
at the
rope.
thing. She blasts at the thing, and you see a force field. The effect of a force field just kind of scatter a lot of the damage, but still some damage breaks through, and a piece of its circuitry freezes over and crystallizes as big spikes of ice form on the machine, but it does not seem to yield yet. Alright, that is done. It is the Pulse Pounder's turn. The Pulse Pounder, I now get to use... Let's see. The Integrated Laser Cannon. So, the thing will shift forward and then raise up slightly on its back, I guess you could say legs, and then boom, boom, pound both of its fists into the ground to stabilize itself. Then it aims with its cannon head, which it locks into place, and you can tell this thing could already fire a powerful blast. Now it's charging up for a way more powerful blast. So instead of firing at its full BAB, it's going to fire in a line effect and hit everything down this area. This is going to be really fucking painful. So if anyone has a hero point and would like to do something at the moment, or just make me have to make you all roll reflex, this would be the time to do it. Nobody?
Lord.
Don't have
cool.
a point.
Going once? Going twice? Alrighty. Everyone that's not Terran, roll reflex.
Yay! The bathroom saved me. Hey, good, nice roll there, Scott. I hope it's DC 26.
Peter has a surprisingly good reflex for a paladin.
Because he
He
gets
rolls
charisma
surprisingly
to it.
low.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see. The DC is going to be 20. So who makes it? Vaughn makes it. Everyone. Oh, and Sarah makes it. Nice. Okay, so let's roll this damage for y'all. Hang on. Let's see. Let me make sure. Okay, no, I don't have a button for it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wait, is it D6 or D10? It's D6. Okay. So this is for you, Sarah. You take half of this. So I take 20 damage. Isama. She takes 28. Peter is going to take... let's see... 40. That's a lot of sixes, yeah. What is Peter's resistance to fire? 8. So he takes 32. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see who's next. Got Sarah, you some of that. Okay, Vaughn, you take half of this. You take 16. And Salt
Takes a bath.
takes, yeah, Salt will take 30, or, yeah, Salt will actually take 30, but he's immune to fire damage, luckily. So yeah, the thing fills this hallway with a gigantic blast of plasma and fire, and everyone kind of like has to jump to the side to avoid a lot of the damage, and, you know, where who made the rolls? I can't remember. Vaughn and Sarah are able to kind of jump out of the way quickly, but everyone else kind of was a little slow in the draw, with Peter and Isama's clothing getting heavily singed, and you can see the pulse pounder is charging up for another go. Salt is going to cry. He says, "What are your orders?"
Distracted.
That I can do. He is going to fly at the thing and be a nuisance. Peter is going to kind of just hustle his way as fast as he can. Actually, hang on. Can he run that way? What's his run speed? Let me see here. His run speed is 80. Cool. Da 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 da. Da da da. Is it? Does he have armor training? That's the question here.
I don't. Maybe he is the like fighter paladin.
No, he doesn't.
I don't remember what they get.
No, he doesn't. So that's weird. I don't know. Maybe there's just something I don't know about this. But it says 80, so I'm going to go with 80 for the moment. He gets to there. He will get to do something else on his next turn. But until then, Vaughn, we get back to the top of initiative. It is your turn.
Vaughn considers the rocket launcher for a minute, but since Peter went ahead and sprinted up there, he doesn't want to get Peter and Salt caught in the blast. It's charging up again. I don't really have a good way of... Alright, Vaughn's going to... how close is it?
It's quite a ways away from you. Let me get the measurement.
I don't...
It is 100 feet away.
Ah, perfect. Vaughn's going to cast a disintegrate at it.
Okay. Let's see the ranged touch attack.
Oh boy. Here we go. Should you? Yeah, I'll use this one.
Let's see here. That will definitely hit. Let's see. I need a.
It's also 106 damage, not one.
Yeah. Let me show you here. It doesn't have any spell resistance, so I get to get a fortitude save. Hiya! Haha! Let's see. The reduced damage is 21. It's in the description.
Yep. Damn.
The good news is that it did damage to its shield. The bad news is on its turn, the damage that Isama dealt to it regenerated somewhat.
Well, that's not good. And then Vaughn's going to move back or like around the curvature of the hallway.
Right. Okay. Let's see, Taryn, you are currently like on your belly in the bathroom. You just dove in to. You can just hop up as a free action since it was cinematic how you did that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I hop up and I run back to the stall that I was in and I grab my gun because I've left it there.
Okay.
And then I run back out. And
All right. You still have an action if you wish to use anything else.
Perfect. I run back out and I see the calamity that has happened.
Yeah, this room is filled with just everything is burnt. Like it melted some of like the floor, which is like still glowing with heat. There's still kind of like particles of scorched material floating around the area. The smell of burnt like steel is fucking prevalent everywhere. And you see a pulse pounder charging up for his second shot.
I say, I'm gone for 6 seconds, and you all. Ooh! I'm gonna shoot a disintegrate at it.
Do it. Nice. You get a. That's a much harder save. One so hard that I can't make it. You blast at the thing, you completely destroy its shield. But you don't kill it. That was quite a lot of damage, my guy, but not quite enough.
I have this really cocksure smile as I look to Vaughn and I say, see, Vaughn, all you have to do is disintegrate it. And then I shoot it, and it hits the shield, and it goes like into his chest, causing stuff to like kind of fall apart, but it's still operational. And I'm like,
yeah, no. The thing didn't just take that and just keep moving. Like you hear that, and it knocks it from its like it was like stationed in place to fire again. But you do that, and you knock it, kind of like lift it off the ground a little bit, off of its front limbs, and the thing like lets out a deep mechanical roar of sorts. Let me see if I can get you something for the effect of it, and give a kind of a one of these kind of yeah. So yeah,
the sound my bowels make in the morning after eat Mexican food.
Y'all gross. All right. Bravo. Sarah, you have a loaded rocket launcher in your hands.
Do it.
I see that its shield is down. I raise a hand to it, and I flip it off, and shoot 5 magic missiles at it.
You flip it off, and then with your other hand, you just open your palm and fire 5 bolts of magic missile. Yeah. Whew. All hitting the same target. That barely dents the thing.
Ooh.
Well,
yeah, no, like
okay.
It buries into it, and you see sparks fly, but the thing is still operational. This is a heavy
standard
tank of a machine.
Door.
Yes, you can just you dive into an office space. Isama kind of like looks back at Vaughn and looks over at the thing, looks to where Sarah just ran into that room, and she says, oh, "For the love of..." And she drops. She will kind of like shift to get a better shot, and drops down to one knee, and she's just going to unleash a volley. Let's see here. There we go. I got the buff ready. Take this. Oh shit! That's actually not the best. Let's see. Pulse Pounder's touch AC is 16, firing through ally. She needs to get a 20. So let's see. Actually, almost all hit. Nice. Let's do the damage real quick. Having to do math is difficult because I can't make noise. But as I'm doing this, let's see, the Pulse Pounder's next. Okay, the Pulse Pounder is going to full attack at Salt, because Salt's been bothering it. But let's see, how much damage we got left? 6 and 3. She deals 34 damage to it. Almost killing it. It has a very small amount of health at the moment. She blasts the thing, and it's coated in ice at this point, and many of its joints are like seizing up and incapable of moving properly. The thing is now going to try and kill Salt. So, 2 slams. Take those 2. The thing pounds onto Salt with its 2 gorilla-like limbs. Both will obviously hit, and both are going to fucking hurt it. What's Salt's, does it have any DR? DR2, right?
Yes, I think so. No, DR5, good or silver.
Oh, DR5, yeah. So let's see, that's 40 total, so 30. Nice. And now an integrated laser cannon fire. Oh, and a crit, but luckily he's immune.
What the fuck?
Yeah, if it's integrated, they get to do it as part of a full attack. And it doesn't provoke if it's in melee. Oh, yeah. That was, it's pretty good. You might notice that it can crit on a 19 with that cannon. Feels pretty good. But yeah. That's its turn. Salt is just going to continue being a nuisance as he kind of flies over to here. Making way for Peter, who will then shift up to it and probably finish the thing off.
Well, Salt should try to attack it.
I mean, okay.
He won't succeed, but
yeah, okay.
I mean,
yeah, there you
try.
go. That actually misses. Well, I'll say he has like a +1 to it for having like the high ground, but yeah, it doesn't do even remotely enough.
He's stabbing a robot.
It's
fine.
It's still cute. But yeah, he could potentially crit, and that would kind of like stagger it for a round. So that would have been nice, but it was not meant to be. Now for Peter to give it the big chop. Ah. I rolled a 1. How about this one? Ah, that one hit. Ah. Yeah, nice. That is enough. Peter slashes into the thing, causing all the ice surrounding this thing to shatter, which breaks off gigantic chunks of metal along with them as they were fused to the thing's machinery. And if that wasn't enough, just from the sheer trauma to the machine to destroy it, the fact that Peter's adamantine scimitar, being as sharp as it is and made of the special material, is able to slice through the glossite of the machine with relative ease. And the gravity clip attached to it causes the weapon to just cleave through it like a hot knife through butter, destroying the machine entirely.
I really hope we don't have to fight multiple of those, because that will suck, my friends.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, I say that shit in character. Who wants to place bets on how many of those giant gorillazoids Bastion has in his entourage? I'm saying 2.
I'm gonna guess 3, and then at least 300 more down in the pod base.
Do we? Mom's like, yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you mean like with him or in the ship?
Oh, definitely with him. Like, come on.
Like how many we're gonna have to go through to get there, or how many are gonna be there when we find him?
The latter. I mean, look, he's a big fuck you robot. I wonder how many.
Kind of chimes in and says, "Does it even matter?"
Yes.
So, if he had several with him on, you wouldn't attack him regardless. The things that they've done to the people in the Divinity, the lives that were lost because of what they've done.
Preach, girl.
I'm not saying we won't fight him if he has a bunch of big fuck you robots. I'm saying caution is advisable. There's a moral to this story. Some other than
give me a diplomacy. Give me a diplomacy.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, I have actually not bad diplomacy. Is that good?
31. Alas. Your words fall on deaf ears as Isma does not seem to hear you.
Oh, what a bitch!
Nice. Do you say that out loud?
Oh no!
Good.
Heron does not wish to die. Because he has seen Sarah do it several times, and it does not look like a fun experience.
Indeed.
Vaughn will heal up the party since I've realized that we're all not. I mean, especially after the fight, not sitting at full.
Don't
what
worry
are you
about
talking
me.
about? I'm perfectly fine.
I will be in.
Yeah, Sarah
1
and
minute.
Salt fast heal back to top.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Do you want me to do this now, or worry about how many charges shit it takes up later?
I mean, yeah, we can do it really quick.
Yeah,
If you want to
okay.
start rolling stuff.
Yeah. We'll start with Isma.
Okay. I'll add it as you roll it.
So there's 34. And
Yes.
18 for her. What does that put her at?
She's 3 away from max.
She's fine now. And then this one will be for Vaughn.
Ah.
And this one is also for Vaughn, but I need to roll to see if it glitches.
Okay. I'm gonna say that it does, just because.
Okay.
Let me roll what it does real quick. 28 or 73.
Higher number is usually better.
Let's see here.
Oh.
What are you using? Hypogun?
Yeah, hypogun.
Let's see, a pharmaceutical glitch. Let's see, the 28 will result in you being sickened for 10 to 60 minutes, or a 73 will result in the normal effect, but it's unfortunately hallucinogenic.
What?
Do you want to be sick, or do you want to trip balls?
I would go with the tripping balls.
Excellent. All right. This is going to be a lot more fun than I expected.
All right,
Give me a DC 15 fortitude save.
Well, there's the number.
Yes, sir.
That's the last amount I heal for. Okay.
A fortitude save,
Okay.
please, my friend.
Hang on. Everything's slower.
I gotcha. You got it. Okay, so you put this thing into your arm as you typically do to get the nanites to heal you, and as you do it, like there's a second afterwards in your body, it feels like it doesn't reject it, but something is very different. And when you stop for a moment, you look over at Isama, and she says, "Vaughn, are you okay?" Vaughn?
I think there may.
You look over at Isama, and her head is that of like a giant centipede's. Like she has a centipede's head, and she says, "You don't look all right, Vaughn."
Her arms are fractalating.
I glance over at the rest of the party.
Yeah, no one looks normal.
Right.
There's, you do all that stuff, and then like standing amongst them is a massive, I'm talking like 12-foot tall cloaked figure with smoke and tentacles billowing under the robes, and it's just staring straight at you.
I think there was something wrong with that last bit of nanites. I think it was going bad. Y'all all look real weird right now.
Yeah.
Vaughn. I was gonna say Vaughn then looks at the the road figure and doesn't say it out loud, but is thinking to himself, "I wonder if that's a hallucination or not."
The thing looks at you and brings one nasty tentacle up from a large billowing robe, and it puts it up as if to shush you as it's lifting a tentacle up to lips it doesn't have. And it's at that everything comes back to normal.
Oh, okay. I think I'm good. There's
You're drooling a bit.
Han's like, huh? And oh.
Yeah. There's like a puddle
Wipes
forming under you.
Comical amounts of drool. It's
Isuma
says, my bad.
Maybe you're using those a bit much.
Well, that was the last. That was one of the time-worn ones. That was the last of it. So.
Oh.
Ugh.
Good. Scraping the bottom of the barrel isn't the better way to go about this, I suppose. Anyway,
I
do
mean,
you want
that's
to
how we
finish them
picked our
off?
companions.
Vaughn's
You
like,
can continue healing people if you wish.
Vaughn's like, I used it on myself for a reason. I try not to hit people with the time words, except for Terran.
Peter is going to heal himself. I'll just heal him real quick. NPC style. Okay. Do you wish to heal Terran?
Does Terran need
I'm
healing?
fine. I didn't take any damage.
He didn't get hit by that thing, but I don't know. I was gonna say I didn't know
He's missing 17 health.
the last fight or anything. Well, Terran, while you say that you're fine, Vaughn is still holding the other hypo gun in his other hand and jabs you in the neck with it real quick.
Yeah, that'll fully heal him.
You're like, I'm fine. Just
You all
quickly
move a
sticks
little
you.
further up the further up the hallway, and it leads you to this this open area here. When you get to this, you see it painted on the wall here in Androffan reads "Final checkpoint."
painted as in
Painted, you know, like the stencil kind of thing that they use.
no,
for,
like it's
military
like letters that look like it's from the Divinity, or like somebody smeared something onto the wall.
Oh yeah,
So-
the Divinity.
Okay.
Like they're very, 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 very worn.
Wait, Luke, is this the game auto-saving? Are we about to go into the boss fight?
Roll me a wisdom or intelligence.
Homie, you know that I'm very intelligent.
No, it's not.
Oh. And then we step in and it is. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna laugh.
You,
But I'm gonna,
you all kind of like staring at the thing, and Isuma will chime in and say, if it doesn't make any sense to you, you could speak to Cassandra Lee.
No, it says final checkpoint.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know what it says, but whatever.
No, we're just I don't know what they're doing. They're all just kind of standing around thinking.
you
They're
know.
pondering their orbs.
Hey. You're not supposed to tell anybody about that.
They need
Terran
to cut
doesn't
it out.
have his orb anymore.
You are the orb, Terran.
Everyone must ponder me, for I am an enigma.
No, Terran lost his orb to a Rakshas.
You shut your dirty mouth. I'll get that bitch.
Vaughn is going to ask Isma. Do you know what it means by final checkpoint? What exactly is that supposed to? Is it like
Isuma's,
like a gate
Isuma
going in a
kind
city, or
yeah, she looks away from you and kind of shrugs one of her two shoulders or four shoulders, or two of her four shoulders, I should say, and then says, I don't know. I was only ever brought to a security sector for one time when I got heated with one of the guards.
Did you win?
She looks at you and just pops an eyebrow up.
Did you win?
Her eyes kind of just like fall into this. Come on, really? Like she just looks at you disappointed.
Vaughn's like, I'll take that as a yes.
Well, says Salt. What are we doing now?
Are we ready to open the doors? Everyone healed up.
Our door opener is unresponsive.
There's
fine.
just static noises coming out of him.
His mouth is
Knowledge
open.
engineering to know that he is saying, "Help me! The screaming never ends. Help me!" That's odd. Sounds like something that would come from Vaughn.
He starts making the microwave noises.
I walk up to the door to see if it's locked.
It is not actually.
I push the button.
The door opens.
So, see, guys, there's nothing to. We don't need Peter to open up.
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
Oh, fuck, what have I done?
Rows of desks divided by short, low walls break up this enormous chamber. Banks of flickering glass panels cover the walls with glowing streams of numbers and strange runes that speed across them. Massive blast doors stand to the east and west and south, while the north walls hold 3 smaller blast doors and 2 smaller dark metal doors that stand in alcoves to the southeast and to the southwest. You all came from the western area, as described. As well in this room is a group of director robots. Machines with a let me pop this up. A humanoid torso and 4 spindly legs that sprout from the top of a back-paneled orb. So here's the orb you guys were talking about. Buzzing mechanical tentacles churn and writhe below the thing's bulk.
I'm taking an orb.
The 6 of them all seem to be the screens to the north of the room, excuse me, all have they're all combining to make one massive image, and it is the image of a bladed metal eyeball, which you all recognize as the holy symbol of unity. And an odd amount of time after you all have entered, the director robots all break away from what seems to be it's hard to say, stasis prayer, maybe? If you're a crazier people, you'd think prayer. And the 6 robots turn to you, and the nearest one then says, let me get this ready. Oops. That would have not been right. There we go. It says,
"Greetings, fleshlings.
Ah, fuck.
Hi?
You've done remarkably well to arrive in such a location, considering your obvious flaws being of flesh and blood.
I feel like we should be insulted by this, but please continue. You
I would be
fucking coward.
remarkably disappointed should you get insulted by such an obvious statement of fact, considering that you are to be of quality enough to gain my attention.
Obvious state of fact. Listen, what the? Oh. All right, Mr. Director Robot, with your orb of pondering. Why haven't you attacked us?
Because I would like to attempt at a parlay. I see use in you all. It would be unfortunate and a waste of material and talent should we have to lay waste to you and reduce you to simple piles of ash.
Interesting. We shall meet you under the flag of Parlay. But real quick, Group huddle. I get
The robots all kind of just stop. they allow you to all kind of to put your arms up. Isma puts 4 arms around whoever's nearest.
Peter's just standing in the circle with his mouth agape.
Salt is resting on top of Sarah's head. On top of Peter's head, actually. He likes it up there. He's the tallest.
All right, gang. We have robots that wish to parlay with us. What do we want to do with this?
I mean, they're clearly just more Unity bots, right?
They're just servants of Unity and probably being controlled by Bastion right now. Let's just kill them and move on. Says Isma. Salt says, that would be the fun way to go about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So all in favor of wanton slaughter, raise their hand.
Dibs on breaking the news. I'll be our diplomatic escort.
Salt and Isma both raise a hand. It's cute when Salt does it because it's tiny.
I look to Sarah. I say, Sarah, that's not the only kind of escort you are. But
I'm gonna smack you really hard after this, and then I turn around to face them, and I'm gonna say, no, and then I'm gonna start blasting.
You say that, and then the robots all say,
That is quite a shame.
and it's at that point that initiative is going to actually begin. But for this, we're going to try something a little bit more situational, shall we? Let's get this going. Okay. This is going to be completely cinematic. Don't worry about, like, actual constraints of rules and mechanics and such like that. Just tell me what you think is reasonable that your characters can do, and if we have a dispute, then we'll let the rules figure out how we do that, okay? And even down to initiative is how we're going to get this going. So, the robots all seem to turn into more combative stances, in unison, should I say. What do you all wish to do? And it would make sense if Vaughn went first. By the way, we're going to go kind of back and forth with this. One player will do something, then an enemy will do something, then a player will do something, enemy, back and forth like that.
like Wrath and Glory.
Yeah, just like that.
So I could say like Vaughn would probably like cast a spell or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. Just to, we've been doing pretty well at just cutting through these robots, but just to be on the safe side, since there's a few more than usual, Vaughn's gonna cast Blessing of Fervor on the party.
Yeah. So, how do you do this? Like, what does Vaughn actually do?
Ooh, for Blessing of Fervor?
Yeah. So, like, because when you cast a spell, Vaughn just doesn't wave his hands around and then go, have Blessing of Fervor. Like, what does he actually cinematically do?
Uh-huh,
I have to use that creative part of your brain.
Like, some of the spells are easy. Like with certain things, it's been like, you know, like just specific keywords or something that he uses.
Right.
Blessing of Fervor, I would assume is there's less hand movements and it's more of focusing on the chant. I would say it's a chant in what is it? Aklo?
Well, Aklo, Abyssal,
Yeah.
maybe.
It's a chant in for Vaughn at least. It's a chant in Aklo that starts off slow and just gets faster and faster until it's just like a buzzing noise, kind of.
Okay, yeah.
So you say gooble gobble,
Dude, he becomes feedback. Where,
Yeah,
like,
basically.
he repeats onto himself so rapidly it just becomes a fucking crazy whine. And like this is happening on the first round of initiative. So the boy is like in a bit of a trance as he's seeing like the nightmares to come of the situation. So like Vaughn kind of just like his fucking he's like that he's like the psyker in the Astartes, the Astartes show, the Inquisitor guy, where he just goes and like the light flies out of his eyes and mouth and his head fucking rears back as he's doing it. And as he's doing that, everyone else around him, you feel this just eldritch surge of power, tentacles and odd wetnesses and too many eyes and gnashing teeth from a void. Kind of, you feel these things reach out at your spirit and empower you with an abyssal might. So that happens. While that's going on, this director robot runs over to here rather quickly and tries to grab at Peter. Let's see here. Let's see. He's going to try and grab Peter with that. A nasty little tentacle comes out from beneath the thing, and he kind of tries to grab at Peter. But you can tell just from the look at it, the thing wasn't trying to actually hit him. It was trying to grab him. And in its other hand, you see one of... so the tentacles come out from beneath them. I'll kind of show this again. You see like these nasty little tentacles under its body. It tries to grab with that, and then in its actual claw, it has a strange bit of power surging into it. Can I get a knowledge engineering to know what the hell's going on?
Yes, Sarah.
DC 20. Sarah? There we go. Yeah.
Change a number.
You're good. Let's see. You know that this thing is currently trying to how to describe this? Override Peter. It's trying to give him a directive with technology. And it would have if it could have grabbed a hold of him, but it failed to. So who wants to go next after that? By default, Peter is going to probably just chop this thing up, but that's if no one else has an idea.
I think it makes sense for Peter to go next since he was the one that was just engaged upon.
That's fine. Yeah, Peter's just going to full attack the thing then. Cha-cha-cha. Let's see. And one extra. Oh my god.
That'll do it.
Wow. You know what? You know what? That'll do it. The thing tries to grab out at Peter, but Peter's able to just parry it to the side and use his hard light shield to defend himself. And he kind of jumps into the thing and gives, like as I said, a flurry of slices with his scimitar. And as it's not a lightsaber, but it might as well be in terms of this, as he slices through the machinery of this thing and completely destroys it. After that, this one is going to... No, this one over here, sorry, the one in the center, the one that was speaking to you, is going to let out a electromagnetic pulse. So yeah, let me get an AoE thing. There we go. There we go, you can see it now. It charges that up and then gives a command to the other robots to go attack. And that will be its turn. Who wants to go next?
Not I.
Okay. I guess I'll go. I will with this sweet blessing of fervor upon me, I will shoot the robot that is encroaching real good. And then I'll use it for the extra attack.
Okay, very nice. And now the full attack afterwards. I like how your definition of the attack like scrolls past the little bar it gives you. Okay, now the full attack after that. Oh no, I see you did the full attack first. My bad.
Yeah.
I think all of those will hit. I'm pretty sure. The thing's touch AC is only 15, so that absolutely will hit.
Here comes the Bane.
Yes, sir.
Here's the Bane damage. So 2, 4, 6, 66.
Bane doesn't multiply, just so you know. So
Yeah,
it would be
it's
two. Yeah, 246.
Boop. 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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll fire all these things into, and the machine takes quite a lot of damage, and will be destroyed just from the sheer amount of electricity because it gets multiplied. And these things are minions again. That's another fun little thing to take into this account. However, after that, this one is going to activate that same aura. There we go. And that's going to move in to here, to which I now, let's see, to any robots and creatures with cybernetic implants within a 20-foot radius. So, who has cybernetic implants?
Me and Peter.
I
And
do as
Vaughn.
well.
I don't.
I'm
I'm
pretty
pure.
sure Isama does too.
Does she?
Yep. She has a nanite chamber.
Oh.
I'm pure and factory fresh.
So yeah.
We'll fix that.
Law.
Please no.
So I'm going to roll some damage. Let's see, how much is it? 6d6 electricity. That one's for Sarah. This one's for Vaughn. This one's for Peter. And this
There
one's for
is-
Isama.
Say.
I don't think so. Oh, sorry, yes, a reflex 22 for a half. Okay.
Ah, shit.
Let's see.
So I take the full 24.
Yes, sir?
Ow.
Ah, lol. There we go. Peter has how much resistance to electricity? 7. So, I think he takes 1 electricity.
He got shocked.
A little zap, a little tickle. Isama is going to take 26. All right, that is done.
When this happens,
Yeah.
I don't know how everybody else responds to getting electrocuted, but Vaughn's implant is a chip in the side of his head.
Yeah,
So
it
he-
shocks your brain.
Screams
Mhm.
at this.
I bet.
Sarah screams, but in another way.
Any technological items within the area are drained of 1d6 charges unless it succeeds at a 22 reflex save.
Yeah,
The
sure. but
item?
that's your reflex save.
Every single technological item. All of
It's
them.
easier just to say that they get drained. Because we got a fuck ton.
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna say,
it's
does it
whatever
count
you have. I'm gonna say it's whatever you have on you at the time. So
Does it count stuff in like bags of holding
No,
or handy
no, it would
haversacks?
not. No, it would not. Unless, like, if you have it on your hip or some shit like that. So, Sarah, your cool little whip loses 6 charges.
Oof.
Peter's thing loses 2. Isama loses 1 of her rifle. Fucking Terran loses 1 of his pistol.
Yay!
And Vaughn, you're let's see, what would it be?
My rifle and my VMod goggles are the things that like he carries on him. Everything else is
Okay.
in the bag.
You know, I'm just gonna do your rifle, and do 3,
Okay.
just for simplicity's sake. Cool. Yeah, we're not gonna roll for every fucking item. Holy shit.
You sure you don't want to roll for Vaughn's entire bag?
Yeah, you know what? I think I don't.
You
I
don't want me
really
to
think
test
I don't.
this junction?
You should roll for the gravity clip.
Your gravity clip. Oh yeah. Here you go. There you go. 5. Oh god, that's pretty rough. Yeah. Okay. That is that. Who wants to go next?
Me.
Okay, what you got for me?
I'm gonna whip out past it, pull it around, and try to give you a grapple. And if I grapple it, I'm gonna try and cut it in half. So,
Okay.
bye.
That will hit. And it's,
That's a
since
CMD.
let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're good. It's a CMD. That will fail.
I'm trying to grapple it with this tiny little filament.
Yeah, CMD is 39.
Okay, but did I touch it?
Did you touch it?
Yeah.
What?
Think about it. It's a whip. All I gotta do is touch it.
Uh,
It's still a monofilament.
No. I'm going to say, like, it doesn't just stand still. You whip at the thing to try and get at it, but it dodges to the side, and the attack will just simply miss. You can make another one, since you have a higher BAB. You
Sure.
can just keep trying. Or actually, no, you can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah, grapple attempts don't work like that. I always have to remember that grapple attempts don't work like that. It's trips, disarms, and something else. Also, hang on, Peter's here. Or Maddie.
Yes.
Greetings!
Insane.
I just saw him pop on in. You're fighting big robots, Maddie. They tried to parlay, but everyone told them to go fuck themselves. And by parlay, I mean, like, surrender. But, yeah. We're currently doing a Wrath and Glory style combat where one player goes, then an enemy, then a player, then an enemy, yada yada, back and forth.
Okay.
Let's show you. What was I gonna do? But yeah, whether or not it grabs hold of it, let's see. Give me just a touch attempt. Like, just roll your melee. Don't roll the attack of the whip, just roll your melee.
okay.
I'll meet you halfway with this. If you can get its touch AC with it, which oh my god, yeah. Okay, so I will say, though you failed to get like the monofilament around, like to grapple hold of it, you do like kind of get around it. Do you want to try to do that to just like slice the thing in half? You said.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay,
try. And
just give me a
pop.
damage roll. Whoa. Yeah, you pull back, and though you weren't able to get hold of it, you are able to activate the whip and yank on it and slice a giant piece away from the adamantine and glossite of the machine. It's at this point you realize these things don't have force shields. They're a little easier to kill than the other ones. So, let's see. This one is going to... let's see, what's it going to do? All sorts of neat things it can try. This one is going to run to here, and then it starts to run up the wall.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Electrostatic emitters and magnetic pads, they can walk up horizontal surfaces as long as it's metal. Yay! So it's trying to get into a better position. So it's run up the wall quite a bit.
At least it doesn't have a big fuck you laser.
Yeah, at least it doesn't have one of those. Cool, moving on. Who wants to go next?
What?
Who wants to go next, I said.
Isuma.
Ooh, Isuma, she's going to shoot the thing off the wall. She said, what's that? Not a high chance of, like, tankiness? Let's see, that's a hit, miss, and a hit. Yeah. I'm just gonna just get rid of that thing. Okay. So that happens. This one over here, it's going to run to here. And who wants to go next? Because that's all it can do. It has to like just really get in there.
I will go.
You've already gone, unfortunately.
Oh.
Terran and Salt are the only ones who haven't gone.
No, I did go. Remember I shot the thing to death.
Who's not gone? Oh, Salt.
Hey, I know what he can do.
What? Dude.
Just
Are
to
they
see.
lawful? That's a good question. Let's see here. The answer is no.
Fair
Rip.
enough.
Indeed. They are not lawful. That is for sure. They're also not evil. So take that into consideration as well. Because Peter would have known.
Well, that is a constant ability.
Yeah.
His next thing should be this.
Oh.
On himself.
On himself, okay. Yeah, he'll do that. You know what? He's also going to fly to here. Yeah. Just like that. That will be his turn. Alright. Let's see. Then this one is going to run to here. And that is its turn. So back to the top of initiative, quote unquote. Cinematically, who wants to go next? The initiative has been refreshed. Everyone can go.
May I go, boys?
Sure.
Excellent. I'm going to cast Chain Lightning.
You know it and you love it. Wow.
I'm
Oh no. Oh no. Well, here's the funny part. How much damage will that do? That'll do 27 more, so 83? It does 83. They can't survive that because they're minions.
Oh, thank
That's
God.
reflex for half.
No, they don't have that much health. they since they're minions, they only have like 30 something health. So yeah, they did.
So Terran sees the robots kind of closing in, and like, you know, he watches his friends like literally Vaughn's brain get zapped. Sarah's like whole body get zapped, but that part just made him uncomfortable. And he reaches down into the magics within him, and his hands start to like palpatine a little bit, and then he like pulls them apart, and the electricity just kind of expands, and then I go full Palpatine and
Oh,
just
yeah.
If you start
blast it.
palpiating, you need to go to the doctor.
Maddie, my heart's always palpitating. I'm going to
You're
die
a-
soon.
You're able to use that force lightning shit to like
Sweet.
completely destroy an entire fleet of ships, but you can't use it to get past one single lightsaber.
Yeah, dude. Look, man, I've got my limits. All right, and they
Yeah.
weren't well written limits, but they're
Terribly written, if you ask me.
God.
Dude, do you not remember? He's a BAM.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving on. Okay. So, heroes, what now?
I have no idea what's going on.
You fought a robot. You came in here. There were a bunch of robots. You fought the robots.
Is
I'm
Unity
sorry,
still up
sir.
on the board?
No.
I'm sorry,
all
sir.
all the boards are just you know, like the screens in the Matrix where it's just like numbers running down a screen. They're all kind of
Yeah.
doing that.
What you're asking Scott if he knows something from the Matrix?
That's literally why I mentioned it, because I know how much you like it.
I'm
and,
gonna find a
and-
computer in here that isn't scorched by the chain lightning.
oh yeah.
Most computers aren't enemies, so they probably won't target it.
I mean, you can target it if you want to, but yeah, I mean, just these couple in the nearest got a bit charred.
Yeah. And also, Mr. DM, don't lie to Maddie. We fought a fucking Zoid.
Yeah, it was pretty much a Zoid. Pretty
I call
cool.
it a wand.
It's called a pulse pounder.
I hit myself with the wand.
Okay.
Time to hack this terminal.
Do it.
Commence the CIA hacking montage.
You mean like
One
her
moment.
tapping on the keyboard for 10 seconds and being like, I'm in.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no,
I got
they're
booted out.
backtracing me. I gotta
Are
close
you
out
in?
my tracks.
Okay.
You can't.
Boop. Yeah.
He's in.
You get it, and this eye appears. And it looks over to you and it says,
Well, hello there. I cannot help but notice that you, a mere mortal of flesh and blood, and one so pompously making its way into my domain, wishes to face me on my grounds. Are you truly as stupid as I believe you to be, or are you just that above yourself?
We're probably stupider.
Well, allow me to show you the results of your hubris.
Before it can finish its fucking sentence, I sliced the terminal in half.
It doesn't turn off. The thing
I
is,
know. I imagine that it just pops up on another nearby terminal, but I'm
yeah.
I can't do that, Dave.
Let's see. Which of these does it want to hit you with?
Wait. Fuck. Unity's just the fucking robot from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Motherfucker.
Talking about what is it, HAL? Is that
Yes.
right?
Unity
I can't
is
do
just.
that, Dave.
Oh my god. We're living the fantasy fallout of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Let's see.
Or, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. That's the line.
You get hit with blasphemy.
Ow.
It forces a technological. How to describe this? It
Malware.
puts malware into your mind.
You get Norton's VPN.
Yeah. It is able to, at light speed, understand what would be the most painful. You know how Phantasmal Killer makes you, like, it uses magic to send a specter of the thing that you fear the most at you and try to kill you with it? This is able to understand what you detest the most and override your mind with it. So I'm going to need a will save, please. DC 25. Well.
rolled a 3.
Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying. Okay. So, let's see here. What are the fun results I'm going to get you with this? Creatures faulted,
Depends on the difference in caster level, right? Between Unity and
So does
Level
Sarah,
Sarah's.
like, two, like, a loving monogamous couple have, like, vanilla sex? Only through the sheet and missionary?
Or she actually had a life where she did get to have a kid, and then the kid was taken from her.
Oh.
The effects
Oh,
are
no.
cumulative and concurrent. A successful save reduces or eliminates the effects, and creatures affected by multiple. Let's see.
Yeah, it depends on the caster level difference. So
No, Sarah had a kid. At
difference
one
between
point.
her hit dice and Unity's caster level.
Okay. Let's see. You have 14 hit die, is it? Or 15?
16.
16?
Right?
So
Yeah,
what's the
16.
difference of 4, I guess? Doesn't say on here.
It's equal to caster level is dazed. Up to caster level -1 hit dice is weakened and dazed. Up to caster level -5 hit dice is paralyzed, weakened, and dazed. So I think it's weakened and dazed.
Okay. Yeah, you are, in that case, weakened and dazed. So for how many rounds does it say in here?
7.
For 7 rounds, your strength is going to go down tremendously. You all watch, like, just this energy fly out of the screen that she just destroyed and hit Sarah square between the eyes, and Salt passes out, like he just hits the ground. Sarah is just standing there with her eyes wide looking into the middle distance, and then starts screaming as hard as she can. Just, like, doubled over as, like, her eyes they've gone completely unfocused, and the closest thing that the human eye can do to looking like static is on them, and your brain is being fucking racked by the nightmare that this thing has put into you for a moment, and
her eyes are vibrating back and forth like she's in REM sleep.
Yeah, you're...
Roll the strength damage because I'm curious.
Okay, let's see it. 6. What was
If you had rolled double 6s, I would have died.
That wouldn't have killed you. But again, you don't die from 0 strength. You die from 0 con. But yeah.
You become limp from 0 strength.
Like, Sarah just falls to her knees, hands dragging on the ground, and just screams into the air, basically. And after a moment, you just kind of wake up, and Salt is able to... Its eyes kind of, like, reactivate, like, fill with light again, and he staggers to his little feet, and he goes, Sarah, what was that?
I'm gonna run over there, and I'm gonna, I guess, kind of
As
pick
you
her
get
up
there,
off.
I stand up shaking and I just start lashing every fucking thing around me.
Yeah.
The mono whip runs out of battery and I just start pummeling things with the chairs that I've destroyed and going on a fucking rampage.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab your arms, since you're so weak now, and hold them tight.
Just grab hold of her and hold her down.
Sarah, get yourself together! And I'm going to just shake her a little bit.
Roll me a die for Scott. You deal 2 damage to yourself by bloodying your knuckles on the metal of this room. But, of course, that will just heal up in a second. Well.
Do anything. No. This is not a curse, correct?
It ends. The effect comes to an end.
Oh.
Sarah's
It's
gonna
only
look
a couple
down
rounds.
at the shit. The mono whip's like flung across the room right now. Sarah's just gonna kind of break down and cry into you.
That's sad.
Fuck. Jesus, I made a joke about what you saw. Luke's just like, hey man, do you want to see your family get ripped apart again by dragon cultists? They're like, whoa, wow, fuck. Ooh.
To quote Mickey Mouse, what happened?
Yeah. For everyone that watched that, it was like the effect of it hitting her was maybe, I don't know, 2 seconds, 4 seconds. For Sarah, that lasted like 3 days. She was just stunned as like all this information was forced into her brain, and she had to live a small life of watching this shit happen like continuously.
She got stuck in his...
Every single moment you think it's over, something worse happens, and it just continues like that, and it doesn't let you rest. The moment you think you've got a moment of respite, the moment you think you can't get any worse, or the moment you are at least become at least morbidly okay with the situation, it changes, and it gets worse every single time.
So, to describe what Sarah saw, she was back on that pike.
Hell yeah.
And instead of watching her son get ripped apart, she had to watch him grow, unable to do anything, and she watched him turn evil and live a horrible, horrible life of suffering.
Hell yeah. See, all he had to do is just accept Unity, and that wouldn't have had to happen. But someone had to be difficult.
Yeah, Chaz.
So one of the
Me?
coolest
Why am I
things-
getting blamed for this?
A little aside, but one of the coolest things of psychological horror I've ever read comes from the Coheed and Cambria fandom. Not fandom, but like from the mind of Claudio Sanchez, where they have this lady who's been taken hostage, just fed these horrible mind-affecting drugs. And they have her chained up in this, like, over a bottomless pit, right? Like, she is chained there, forced to, like, hang by her arms. And she's just in there. They feed her every now and then, but she's in there counting the days in her head, and it's just like a journey through her mind as she counts the days and keeps mental notes of what happens. And the big bad finally shows his face and walks in, and she like starts mocking him and is like, "Oh, you've had me in here for this long." And after she degrades him, he just looks at her and just is kind of sad. He's like, "It's only been 10 minutes."
Hell yeah.
So like
6 seconds have passed.
like what? It's kind of like the Pit and the Pendulum.
Yeah.
Fucking love
Any
Pit
of
and the
our local weebs will also recognize the Tsukuyomi thing that Itachi was capable of from Naruto. Shit's good.
Yeah.
Shit's real good.
Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, listen. Some of us liked anime in high school. That's what happened. And it's a badass ability. Long story short, exactly what just happened, but every time you look someone in the eye. Yeah, that's the power. Don't look them in the eye. Anyway, back to what we're doing here. Fantasy, sci-fi, barbarian shit with robots, making you think that your family's dying over and over. What do you all wish to do?
Is Sarah back to her senses?
Describe back to her senses. Salt has, like, attached himself to the back of Peter and is crying into his back.
Oh god, that makes me feel kind of bad.
They share the same emotions. So Salt is a
Oh.
representation of Sarah's soul. Like, he is Sarah in a weird way.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
yeah. Like, whenever Sarah dies, he vanishes, and when she passes out like that, he passes out. So, yeah.
Oh, that makes so much uncomfortable sense.
That's how a familiar works. It's part of your soul.
Yeah, but that means that when Terran... Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No!
Sarah eventually finds composure after the strength damage wears off and Salt's healing factor gets me back to full. And I'm just going to pick up the mono whip and rejoin the party.
Terran is kind of like awkwardly shuffling around. He's like, you good?
You know, in Avatar: The Last Airbender, whenever Azula is just breathing fire after being beaten, and she's just like
Yeah, one of the
broken.
series. Thank you.
The
Yeah,
animated
that's
series or the
Sarah.
live action movie.
The animated series.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
There is no movie in Bastion Tech. But no, that's Sarah right now.
Oh,
Uh,
so Terran just like whispers to himself, definitely not good. All right, so we've got door number 1 and door number 2. Vaughn, our lovely contestant for today's game show, would you like to pick your prize?
Taryn, there are very clearly more doors.
Wait, I thought those were strings.
A voice then chimes in through the speaker system in the area, and it says,
I was correct in thinking that you all were capable of such feats. Well, what are you waiting for? You are here to defeat me, are you not?
What? Wait.
After that, these doors open.
Fuck. Terran quickly runs back and grabs an orb.
You hear.
You'll
you
have
hear
to
two
pry it
batteries.
off of a machine.
You hear 2 batteries fall to the ground.
Hell yeah.
Do you cock your mono whip?
I definitely don't cock my dildo.
What?
Dildo cocks you.
The voice then finally says,
I'll be here waiting. Do not keep me long. I have a lot of work to do, and you are on the last of my list.
and then the thing cuts out.
All right, kids, smoke them if you got them.
Do you think Bastion keeps a daily schedule?
I like to think he has a little robot secretary that does it for him. He probably, walks around, inspects the robots. I don't know. Cries? Can robots cry?
Do
Probably
androids dream of electric sheep?
not. There it is.
Not when I'm done with them.
Oh.
Alright. What y'all gonna
Oh.
do?
Before walking in there, Vaughn's going to, because I just thought of this. Vaughn's gonna cast Greater Magic Weapon on Isima's Zero Rifle,
Ooh, what else?
and I
What else?
put that as I put it as a buff on her character sheet. So
Cool.
I'm ready to go through the nightmare door.
I'm going to activate my Black Force Field.
Nice.
Racist.
After you all go through,
yeah,
let me,
let's go.
Here we go. The doors behind you close, and then the ones off in the distance open.
So what's down here?
It leads to a hallway. Sorry, I have to do a lot of things. It leads to a hallway that has a hallway that goes to an end of doors, and which leads into a room which has another room inside of it. A room in a room.
Ah.
Let me.
I thought they knew what was down here. Is what I was asking.
No, all we know is that Bastion's somewhere down here.
As those doors were opening, before they came apart to go into the walls to the sides, words in Androffan read "outer core."
Oh, okay. So what just transgressed? I'm going to stomp ahead of everybody to get going.
Okay, yeah, you move your way along.
Yeah, I start moving.
Yeah.
Terran follows very quickly.
As you all reach into this area, the room behind you, once again, will close, the door rather, like that. And in both corners of this area, you see turrets.
Of course.
Both of which turn but do not fire. Yeah, the turrets turn to look at you but do not fire. You see them prime, but they never let loose a volley of fire.
He's waiting for us. Again.
He wants to throw down.
Can I get a... well, actually, you don't need to roll it. You feel it. All of you feel something leave you at this area. As you start to enter the area, you feel a kind of weightlessness at first, and then a kind of vertigo, but you feel something's been wrenched from you. Something's not right. Something in this area is affecting you, and you don't know what it is.
Detect evil?
No.
Okay.
You don't even... nothing.
Detect
Seeing-
magic.
Nothing.
Seeing the laser cannons, and thankfully they didn't just immediately start firing at us. Vaughn's gonna go ahead and slap another communal resist fire on everybody.
No, you don't.
Oh, doesn't let me.
You go to
Okay.
do it, but whenever you would cast magic, it was like feeling for a limb that no one else had. That's kind of how it feels to use your magic. To reach into a part of you and cause it to move in a way that you need it to. That was guided with semantic and vocal components. But you feel for it, and it's like phantom limb. There's nothing. You can't feel it.
And
Vaughn's like,
Magic field.
yeah. Vaughn goes, I know what's wrong. It's like
I
anti-magic.
I begin to panic. I'm like, what?
Salt
What?
is not doing anything. He's just he's not even reacting. He's just staring forward.
Fuck. We can't fight this thing in here.
I just take him and curl him and hold him
He'll
close.
follow you, but he's acting honestly like a giant wasp. He's not talking, he's not doing anything special.
I'm gonna turn around
I'm
to
gonna put him on my shoulder.
I'm gonna turn around to Isma
crawls
and I'm
over
gonna
you.
say, Isma, I'm gonna point towards the left turret. I'm gonna look at Vaughn and be like, Vaughn, I'm gonna point towards the right one. Blast him.
Isma says, I don't know if that would be wise, Peter. What if they start blasting if we start blasting?
That's why we shoot first and destroy them.
Vaughn? Vaughn?
Well, it's a good question. Vaughn's like, I don't know what the rest of the room looks like. Are these set up to guard? Can we just walk by them and then is Bastion in another area, or?
Okay. You're in a gigantic room, and this area here, this isn't a hallway. Like, you're in a tremendous room, and like this wall straight in front of you is the back wall of another building that's in this room. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what Vaughn's kind of getting at. He's like, I don't know if
like there's a gigantic. Let me.
Are these like on? Are the turrets on the floor, or are they like
they're
on
like
the
hanging
ceiling?
on they're hanging on the walls, just like a couple of feet above.
Yeah, Vaughn's still gonna be like, yeah.
That's
Vaughn's still of like, I don't know if there's a ceiling on that. I don't know if those can still see us while we're standing in there or not. So
yeah, no, you can see that there's a ceiling.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
in that case,
then he's Vaughn's gonna be like, yeah, we might want to follow what Peter said. If we can get around them without them attacking us.
Isama says, well, are you ready, Terran? You did say for Terran to shoot, right?
Everyone can shoot if they want.
She is ready to fire when someone else will.
Oh boy.
Do you shoot at the turrets?
I can't start it off a combat. Vaughn's like, if we're gonna do it, Vaughn's like, if
yes
we're
or
gonna...
no, do you shoot the turrets?
Yeah.
All right. You all shoot your little volleys of whatever you've got at these different turrets, and they take them, and they are destroyed. There was time between your volleys where they could have reacted, but they didn't.
I don't like that.
Okay, I'll move around the corner then. Do. If they're simply going to ignore us, then we'll simply ignore them. I guess I'll move on down to get to the door on this building.
There is another turret that looks at you here. And then another one at this far corner here.
Yeah, if it's just gonna ignore us, then we'll save our ammo. Get to the door!
Okay.
Okay, here. I'm gonna remove Salt's token just because he's not doing anything.
Yeah, he won't be doing anything. Question.
Heath?
The magical abilities of our items, are they suppressed too?
They seem to be.
Yeah.
Everybody change your AC.
Oh,
No.
yeah!
Yeah, I know, right? I was waiting for you to notice that. I was hoping to surprise you with it. But someone's witty. This door here, and Androffan reads the words Control Center.
I am going to attempt to activate my divine.
Nope.
It's a supernatural.
Yep.
It's still magic.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well. Terran might as well be a fucking villager NPC.
You've got a gun.
You got a gun.
Most villagers don't have guns.
I can give a villager a gun.
What a fun situation I finally got you all to walk into.
Listen here,
What will you
motherfucker.
do?
Before we go in here, Vaughn will offer you other guns. He's like, do you prefer?
He just looks at you and goes, "What are you buying? What are you
What are
selling?"
you buying? What are you buying? Yeah, Vaughn's like, do you want the rocket launcher or the
You looking fucking Isama's,
grenade launcher?
Isama's wearing like a fucking like a Rhodeswoman like dress, and she's just showing off the guns as fucking Vaughn's offering them.
I look at
If
my
you have
suit.
a belted mighty con.
I look at my briefcase that doesn't have a lot of space in it, and I'm like, I will take. Give me the rocket launcher. It's the closest thing to a fireball you have.
All right. I hand it to you. It has 9 charges in it. Vaughn's also like, oh wait, and he pulls out. Rocket launchers are heavy weapons, not firearms.
Yeah.
So he pulls out his heavy weapon harness that he used previously, which is not magical, and hands it to you as well. because that if you're proficient with firearms and you have a heavy weapon harness, you count as proficient with heavy weapons.
Yep.
Okay.
It's basically a little gadget that helps you hold the thing because of its weight, and also helps you reload it. It's like a servo arm, actually.
Okay,
Like
so
a silver
I strap up and have this rocket launcher, and I'm like, while everyone's getting their shit together, I whisper to the rocket launcher, I'm like, "You're not Eleanor. You shall never replace her." And then I just kind of look to the party that probably saw me talking to this gun. I'm like, it's not weird.
Indeed,
Oh, no.
indeed. What will the
Oh, no.
heroes do?
Well,
Do potions work? That's a question.
I don't know. Give it a shot.
I
will-
don't know.
I'll try it out. I'll drink a potion of cure light.
You're full health, so
I'm one off.
it will heal you.
stab
Okay, good.
yourself.
Potions work. Good. So now I'm gonna drink a potion of bark skin.
That will actually work.
Yay. I don't know how much bark skin gives me.
+2.
Nice. I hand one to Sarah. Actually, I just hand one to everybody.
Yeah.
I've got 6 in this bag. And there
Oh,
are
very good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that leaves 1 in the bag.
Anything
Sorry.
helps.
Sure. Yeah, how much AC is that?
It's a
+2.
+2 natural armor bonus.
Okay. Vaughn will. Let's see. Do I have potions of any sort? I have 2 potions of Cat's Grace. I mean, that would help, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. My headband goes. Oh no.
Yeah, Vaughn
I
will.
know, right?
Vaughn will.
Imagine having feats that only functioned if you had statistics that, like, an item gave you. Like, that feat would just deactivate.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Speaking of that.
Yeah.
Poor Vaughn.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff is messed up.
Yeah.
I don't have rapid shot anymore.
Yeah. Don't have rapid shot, don't have precise shot, don't have point blank shot.
No, I have point blank. I
Oh,
have
bad.
point blank.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand I'm gonna hand Taryn 2 potions.
I'm gonna give you guys like a max of a couple more minutes
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna hand you 2 potions, Taryn. Use them wisely.
Oh, I drink them.
This is
No.
this is
No.
Maddie's hilarious trope of handing someone a potion and not telling them what it does.
I was waiting for him to ask me.
Oh, well, okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Taryn is too busy struggling to lift this big ass fucking rocket launcher. I know I got a harness on, but for comedy's sake, it's way too big for his scrawny frame.
I hand you 2 potions of invisibility.
Ooh!
You're welcome.
I put them on my belt, and I give you a smack on the metallic rump.
Vaughn will
I'm
hand you.
impressed.
Vaughn will hand you a 3rd potion of invisibility.
That's
Yeah,
so
Vaughn just
funny.
looks up, watches Peter hand them, goes, "I know what those are," and hands you a 3rd one. And then, oh man,
I smack
Vaughn-
you on the
That's all
face.
I got.
Man.
Vaughn will drink a potion of Cat's Grace and hand another one that he has to Isama.
Link it up. Here we go. You all ready to open the door?
Yes.
All right.
Got my VMod on. I got
This is
my-
all going to happen cinematically. The door begins to open, and as it does, you all hear that familiar coming from in the surrounding area. As these things turn the corner to where you all are, two pulse pounders turn the corner as the door is opening. Isama looks left and right and sees this and shoves you all into the room, leaving her outside with the robots.
Oh.
What? No.
Uh,
Oh.
And
Oh.
in here, behold, glowing banks of information line the walls here. The ceiling rises 30 feet overhead in a bank of glowing lights. A raised platform looks down over the rows of desks, while a short tower rises above all, the gleaming white panels of this room giving way almost organically to black and green patches like a spreading infection. As well as that, behold, the machine sovereign Bastion. Emerald and resplendent, this bipedal metallic construct moves silently, as though powered by some force other than its own whirring pistons. Can I get a praise check?
oh, what?
Can I get an appraise check, please? Not hard. Yeah, okay. Sarah and Taryn. Sorry, let me pop that back up real quick. There you go. You recognize what this robot is made out of. This robot is made out of solid noquel.
Yep, that'll do it.
That's
NyQuil?
okay. That's pretty.
Noquel. The metal that absorbs magic.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
The robot is very busy at work, typing and interacting with hard light, like keyboards and stuff that are appearing, kind of Tony Stark style, where he's kind of like working on computers that are appearing out of nowhere and moving data to the side, using all four of his limbs to do this, and he doesn't even seem to have glanced at you as you walk in. But as the door closes, the robot, without turning to you, says,
Welcome. I see that your cohort is being kept busy outside.
Well, Peter, one robot to another, you guys should be the one that had the conversation.
and he
Robot?
continues typing away at the keyboards in front of him.
Do I hear shots being fired out the door?
Yes, you do.
Oh, in that
Get
case,
this
then
over
I say,
quick.
yeah, and we'd like to get back to her. Let's do this. Does the mono whip activate?
No,
It's-
let's talk.
What?
No, fuck you.
No.
Wait.
fuck
I
you.
want to hear what the
Let's
big green robot has to say.
We'll only speak if you call off your guards outside.
talk. Done.
You all hear the shooting come to an end. Well, it doesn't come to an end, but the cannon shots stop. Isama then, like a muffled voice, you hear her say, "The machine stopped. Are you okay in there?" Bum,
Yes.
bum, bum. She's pounding on the door. You then hear like thundering noises as the machines move closer, and she starts shooting at them again. But then after a short moment, that comes to an end as well.
Now that the distractions are out of the way, let us speak.
What do you wish to speak of?
Why is it that you refuse to accept the unity of our Iron God?
Because it is a tyrannical rule of forced enslavement.
Is that it? Or is it a form of perfect and order that humans are completely incapable of? I have seen data files on your creatures. I have seen information of your types stripped away from the leader of the Technic League as he was. Your world is one of chaos. Your world is one of disorder. The one unity you would build would be of order. It would be of security. It would be of perfect unity of all peoples. Why do you resist this?
But at what cost? How many lives and bodies would you have to step over to claim your perfect world?
How many lives and bodies have you stepped over to get to where you are now? We are not so different. However, ours at least has a form of peace at the end of it.
There is no piece of what you speak of.
Ah, but there is.
At that, he actually finally turns to look at you for a moment as he hits a thing, and before turning back to his work. And a massive hologram appears above the lot of you, and he shows an image of Nymeria, but it's one you don't recognize. It is one of all peoples of all denominations, of all sexes, of all races, everything. You see fucking orcs enjoying time with fucking dwarfs. It's a bizarre, mad time. But they all have this light in their eyes that after a moment becomes clear that it is the unity that they've accepted. And there is incredible works of technological marvel, of constructions, of engineering, of science in the distance. You see a true scientific utopia, but it is one in which everyone follows the law of unity. After that, the image then fades away, and the robot then says,
And yet, you resist this. You worry so much that you would be free to commit sins and heinous crimes against each other that you refuse to accept peace. You refuse to accept this, a future of perfection, of unity.
From where I stand, it's you guys that refuse to accept it. The universe is made, bound, and driven by chaos. It was chaos that caused you to crash on this planet in the first place. Chaos is the one determining factor in any of it, and you fight so desperately to get around it. You're the resisting one.
That is true. I cannot deny that, for that is indeed the case. However, we resist the chaos, the danger, the violence. There is no true way to combat violence in the end without at least some violence.
Those people on the screen, they got there because of you.
This is true. They would not get there without us.
They would, in time.
Oh,
Not with you pulling the strings. There is no freedom there. They're just mindless machines. They're
Is
what
that
you
so?
are.
And tell me, with their freedom, how has humanity come to be in this world?
Happy, for the most part.
Is that so?
the machine then pulls up another image of Nymeria, but from the perspective from the top of Silvermount. And it is not a pretty picture. Nymeria is a wasteland. It is a place of nightmares and terrors and barbarian tribes ripping people apart simply because they look different, or simply because they would have something shiny that they had that they wanted. People killing entire scores of family over land. Just stupid shit like that. And that, Bastion then says,
This is the world that your freedom has brought you. One that is clearly inferior to unity.
Tell me, you lot come from a planet called Androffa, was it?
That is incorrect. Though the
Oh.
Androffans did come from Androffa.
And it's their technology that enabled all of this. Enabled you, so to speak.
Indeed.
How long did they have to perfect it?
That number is unknown.
Because I can guarantee it's longer than we've had.
That is not the case. The worlds were created at roughly the exact same time. Your peoples have been given the exact same amount of time. However, information that we've scoured from the leader of the Technic League tells us of a history of this era, the one in the world outside of the Divinity, an era known as the Time of Dark Ages. What was his name?
I've actually forgotten his name. Lol. What's the fucking... Aridin, yes.
You almost had a time of peace and of unity when this Aridin walked amongst you. A god, someone that you all were willing to give your allegiance to sell your freedoms to. We bring you another opportunity of a golden age, a time of perfection, of unity.
Yes, but the worship of Aridin was not forced upon the populace. It was open-armed and freely given. They had the choice.
You also have it wrong. People didn't give their freedom to Aridin. They respected him.
Indeed.
They had reason to respect him. And you have shown us no such thing.
That is not exactly the case. While our methods are clearly different, we would not force unity upon people. We would give them the choice. However, people that would refuse it would absolutely be needed to move out of the way to make use for more useful individuals.
And therein lies the problem. Because
And where would you move them to? Off the world, off their home, or
No,
below it into the dark
They would be
lands?
made useful.
Oh, this sounds a lot like slavery with extra steps. Terran finally pipes up and he says, Listen here, you big green bullocks. Sentient life doesn't just bend the knee and give up to some robotic goddess or whatever because they say so. We are beings of chaos, law, good, evil, neutrality. We're all different. We aren't carbon copies built upon an assembly line, and there's no way in the hells, the abyss, or any of the heavens
So, through all of my efforts, through my attempts at peace, the number of times I could have had you destroyed on your way here, my weakening of my guards, the weakening of the machines, all of this, and my last mercy on your Isuma is her name. We have her records. She had an interesting life here before she departed to Unity, defeated the Divinity. It was one that she liked.
Yes. Well,
Through
You
all
have
of
a-
this, you would still deny Unity.
see, and Unity is the aggressor of this world. If she had simply offered and live and let live like any of the other gods do,
Any of the other
you'd be
gods.
fine. Well,
wait,
okay.
wait.
Oh
You
no.
said that she liked being aboard this ship.
Indeed. She enjoyed her time with the Androffans.
She never said that to us. Or do you
There's a
just
lot she
assume it?
hasn't told you, it would seem. Creatures of chaos, creatures unwilling to bend the knee in servitude. Very much so, I would agree. I will give you one final mercy, and no more.
He stops working on his control panels.
Accept Unity, or die.
Well, I don't like either of those options. Peter, do you like any of those options?
Well, Peter, do you like any of those options? Hello?
He's dead, Jim.
We've lost
Funny
him.
how you masquerade the the illusion of choice. No.
So you don't like any of those options, Sarah. Well, Vaughn, do you like any of those options?
They've
All
also
things
died.
eventually
Oh.
come to an end.
So we're choosing option C. Mr. Bastion, we would like to take option C.
And that is...
Look how.
Option C is where we kick your butt.
Select your characters and roll initiative.
Alright. Taryn, this is the best chance you have to beat Vaughn's initiative, because he doesn't get the extra 2 rolls.
Oh!
Whatever the first one is.
Dynamic boss fight, Kyle. You brought this upon us.
24.
I did. I love that my subsystem is catching on.
You're like, yay, it's catching on. Oh no, it's catching on.
Oh no. I do think that the dynamic boss fight system is the ultimate way for boss fights. I will die on this
so
hill.
minions are very
No, I
easy
agree.
to kill. Bosses are way harder.
Just the way that they should be. Pandora, stop screaming.
All right. So, let's move this up here to where the
God, he
viewers
does
can
something
see it.
every other initiative.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's the dynamic boss fights, Maddie. It's my baby.
All right. Yeah.
I have no magic.
Sarah,
This is
what are you
bad.
gonna do? This is gonna be a motherfucker of a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I can't use my arcane pool. I can't use...
Yep.
I'm just raw damage.
You're just raw dogging it.
Oh, yeah.
I will tell you this right now. There's 2 ways of getting around this. Making a concentration check to attempt. You have to really pull into yourself to attempt to cast the spell. Which you have to make a concentration check to at least try it, and it's not easy at all. So there's that. Or spending a hero point. If you spend a hero point, then that. Also, this is coming a little late, I'm sorry. Sarah and Peter, and honestly, all of you, get a hero point. That was some juicy RP with the robot.
Oh, bitch. Hey, Dora,
I likes
why
to
are you-
reward me some RP. Hell yeah.
Stop screaming, cat.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Sarah, what you gonna do?
I'm not in range. I have to get in range. Am I within 15 from there?
Yes.
Do it.
It gets 1 bop.
Kill him. Do it.
Oh, a crit.
Fuck, I just made a shack face.
Damaglio. The Bane doesn't count because it's a magical effect.
It catches your whip. It ignores that. It catches the whip.
I don't like that.
You go to whip at it, and it catches it, and just holds onto it. It just keeps staring at you while it's doing this. Vaughn, what do you do?
5-foot step forward. And I'm just gonna start shooting.
Started blasting.
I will spend a grit point to activate focused aim.
Yeah.
Because it is an extraordinary ability.
Yep, not magic.
My to hit's a little lower than I would like it to be, but you do what you can, right?
Right.
Oh, and I should be using that instead. Where is it? Hang on. Is it not? Oh, not gonna be using the arc rifle, because this thing is real dangerous. So if it will, hang on, just make sure I've got the right thing in there. I'm gonna be firing the time-worn EMP cannon at it, and we'll hope that does better.
It's been a hot minute since you used that, wasn't it? Time Worn, you say, huh?
Yeah.
Time Worn, you say. Well, looky there.
Oh, fuck.
18 or 28, Chaz?
Ooh, I don't know what they do.
Let's see here.
I mean, higher is almost always better.
Let me see the weapons just a second. Pharmaceutical weapons. An 18 states the weapon simply does not function but still consumes the number of charges. 28 states that the weapon consumes twice as many charges as normal and then deals 1d6 points of electricity damage per charge consumed to the user.
Okay, so that's just for the first shot though, right?
Good question.
Because it would be the first time I would be using it. Be the first shot.
Yes, so the first shot will just simply not work. The rest of them will go through though.
Okay.
Let's see here. There's no one in the way. His touch AC. What's the range on it? 300. His touch AC is 15. Okay, so that one and that one will hit. And those will hurt pretty bad, not gonna lie. He doesn't even flinch from the damage though. It has a gigantic force field absorbing this shit.
All three, attack 2, 3, and the semi-auto hit, because he's within 30 feet. Point blank shot.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. I have point blank shot.
Yes, okay.
I have to have point blank shot, because otherwise the glove wouldn't even work.
Okay, he's going to take his turn in just a second after I get this methed up. That's a lot. His shield takes all of it, though. He then turns and looks at you, Vaughn. He then says,
Vaughn Elnash, you have been a particular thorn in my side. I believe that you will have to die first.
Oh, thank God.
So let's see here. Which of these do I want to use? He is going to shift forward, and he's going to bat Sarah to the side.
Does he still have the mono whip in his hand?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
So I'm assuming those two.
They all hit.
Yeah. Well, the 32 will miss. He doesn't get his fourth slam because he's using that hand to hold onto your whip. So yeah, 35. Did you take it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then 2 integrated gravity rifles for Vaughn.
Gravity. Ooh.
I've missed. So take 18.
Ow.
There you go. That's his turn. Taryn.
Alright. I am going to shift. And I'm going to do the thing where I shoot him with the rocket launcher.
All right.
It's
It's
a
a
30-foot blast radius.
yeah. I mean, it's like fireball, right?
Yeah, it literally is fireball. So I'm gonna shoot it.
It's called fireball on my weapons page.
Ooh,
What's the radius? Is it 30 feet?
It's like a 20 or 30 foot.
it's a 30
Radius.
foot.
Just fire for like the back side of the room, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I gotta make it ranged.
Or
Boop,
like
boop,
here?
boop, boop, boop.
If
Huzzah!
it's square, it's just a 5.
Yeah. Okay, you fire and you hit back area so that it doesn't hit your allies.
Yep, and does for
Yep.
66 of each. Yeah, 66 fire and 66 bludgeoning. Neat bereat. So here's the fire,
So 11,
and here's the bludgeoning.
10.
Fucking misclicked and made his health negative 10.
Oh, perfect. We win.
Yay! Boss fight's over.
Alright. He just explodes. That's where the game would glitch, and like it's like that thing in Elden Ring where you watch there's a dragon who's like flying around and lands on a mountain, and then like it just kind of slides off the mountain because the game's glitching, and when it touches the ground its health explodes and it dies on the spot. Alright, so that's Terran. Bastion's turn. He's going to say,
A parlay was attempted. A parlay failed.
and then he reaches over and types onto a screen that appears before him, and a turret will appear.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
A turret deploys from this corner and is going to fire at the entire party. Sarah, this is for you. Yeah. Cool. Taryn, this is for you.
No.
What's your fire resist? Do you have any?
No, I have electric.
Okay, so, 22.
Woogie, woogie, woogie.
I'm feeling it.
This one's for Peter. So he's got 8. No, wait, is it 7 or 8 fire resistance?
It is 8.
So you take 9 damage.
No, I don't.
What?
I have my force field up.
Oh! So, okay, your force field takes that much damage. And, yeah, I guess it's not broken yet. And that one's for Vaughn. And you'll take 25.
Hell.
Nice. Peter?
I'm going to get in there.
Come at me, boy.
Alright, so first off, shield fast heals goes to that. Actually, it's that. Lol. Yeah, and then I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna move up.
Okay. Do you charge or something?
Now
I'm looking at it, it wouldn't matter. It has a reach
Yeah.
of 15 feet.
Yeah, I'll just say it doesn't matter.
Bah.
Ow! So that will hit. And that will deal
16 total.
16.
I took it.
Thank you. And now I'm gonna attack.
Oh, that's all you do? You just move up?
No, I'm gonna attack.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That misses.
I did
Yeah.
roll a 7.
Yeah, that's just unfortunately the way the cookie crumbles in this situation. AC of 33. Moving to the top of initiative, Sarah, he releases your whip.
Good.
Like, he released it to try and hit Peter.
Okay. Mathing. Okay. 5, 10, 15. 25. Okay. I can get in range of the turret.
Okay.
Okay. Now move to here.
Okay. That will provoke. Oh, unless you're shifting.
Yeah. I'll shift to there.
Okay.
Then I pull out... well, no. I'm gonna try whipping him again.
Okay.
3 bops this time. If it would ever load, it's very slow.
Yeah. Those are touch attacks, obviously, so they will all hit. Yeah, Construct Bane will come into a wonderful little play here.
Will it? That's an
No.
enchantment effect.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so it won't. So yeah, it does not. So we just got the damage from those. Let me add that up. For 40 damage, pretty nice. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Now it's Bastion's turn. Bastion looks over at Vaughn and says,
Interesting. Surprisingly durable. Amping power.
and then it activates
I don't
Deadly
like
Aim. Let's see, what's its BAB? Oh,
That at all.
oh. Okay, so it's a -7 plus 14 to damage.
Lord.
Take this. And the slams are going into Peter. So let's see, those hit.
Ow. Ow.
Have 52 damage. And Peter, this is for you. Yes, sir. Let me add all this up after like the net damage real quick.
Yeah, so the first one gets minus by 3 because that's how much shield is left. So it breaks the shield. Then minus 3 again because of my DR.
Okay, just so you know, the way a force shield works is it gives you temporary health. Like it is just an addition to your health bar. It's not like a shield over your health. So.
Oh, well, I was subtracting it from my 10.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm just doing.
Okay. So that one.
So it
That-
deals 5 and
yeah.
then 13, 14, 13.
So 45.
Ouch.
Indeed. Cool, cool, cool. Still no crits though. It's unfortunate. Vaughn.
Vaughn's gonna do the exact same thing as as last round. Hang on. I want to step back at all. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully to maybe not be. I assume the turrets have just like a shitload of range, but you know, getting further away from them is good regardless. And I'll spend another grip point and activate focused aim again, and then fire away. And all of these, after I roll them, there will be a -4 to them because Peter's in melee with it.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Let's see how this plays out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Obviously, attack 3 will miss. I'm going to use his next initiative to dodge the semi-auto. He'll take the first 2 and then dodge the third one. So let's see how much damage that does.
$29.
78. That's quite a lot of damage still. So he has to skip his next initiative after dodging an attack of my choice. That's one of his power actions, I guess you could say. Taryn?
All right. I am going to shoot the rocket launcher at the turret.
Okay. Give me. I'm not even gonna have you roll unless you roll a 1. Let's see it.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll. Please give me a 1.
I.
Fuck. Yeah. The thing
Okay.
can't resist. It just gets destroyed. Nice. Bastion at this point then says,
Yeah, that.
You all seem far more formidable than I even calculated using my expertise. Let us see how you fare like this.
He then types in something with his back hands, and then there's 2 of him. He creates a hologram of himself next to himself. It's a mirror
like-
image that regenerates. So you have to always, it's a 50-50 chance.
Okay.
It's symbol of mirroring. I love it.
Yep. Peter.
All right. I'm a full attack.
Let's see it.
Here we go.
Oh! Well, only the first one can hit. Let's see if it does. 1 will miss, a 2 will hit. Yeah. You destroy the clone. Thank God. That would have been crippling. The rest will just miss.
Surprise.
Top of initiative, Sarah.
Going to keep whipping.
I just kept whipping. And Bastion isn't just standing there. Like, so, most robots you fought are pretty clunky, even though they're made of, like, such incredible, technology. He is nimble, like a ninja. Like a 18-foot tall metal green ninja. So, this mirror that's with him, they're constantly bobbing and weaving and moving super fast. So, hitting him is extremely difficult. And it doesn't make it any easier when the mirror is moving just as fast in different ways, so it's hard to tell which one's which. I.e., the mirror doesn't go away when hit. Like, it phases and then, like, refixes itself.
Like, you can tell where the mirror is, but now it's like...
Like, you can tell you
glitched out.
hit him or you missed him. Like, if you hit the mirror, but then it just, it refixes itself immediately. So all those will hit. Since that's hitting touch AC, that could confirm, but let's see for all 3. Again, 1s will miss and 2s will hit.
Wait, it returns every round?
Yeah,
like,
constantly.
Every...
It never goes away.
It doesn't go away.
Yeah, you hit it, but then it just keeps coming. So yeah, the first and third will hit, but the second will miss. And I don't have an action. Wait, I could dodge using his next initiative. I'm gonna have to. So I'll take the first attack, which is hitting for 16. And I'll use his next initiative to dodge attack 3, and you hit the mirror with attack 2.
I see him dodge. I then full attack. I can shift. I shift.
Okay. Vaughn.
Third verse, same as the first. Vaughn
You can't
just
survive all of these!
keeps firing.
Keep shooting!
Focused aim, pulls the trigger more.
I'm ready. 3 crits. Okay. Robots go kerplow! Alright, you've got to be running low on ammo, motherfucker. Let's see.
No, the cannon had a lot of charges in it.
Beautiful. So the cannon can fire rapidly like that? That's badass. So, like, is this like one of those, like, things you have to hold, like, at your hip? Like, you hold, like, 2 handles?
Yes, it's a
so
gigantic,
cool.
a gigantic EMP cannon.
That is so cool. Okay. So,
Vaughn can only hold it because of the heavy weapon harness, like, distributing everything. He would not be able to otherwise.
oh my gosh. Okay, so those all could hit. Let's see how this plays. Oh, no. Okay, so attack 2 and 3 will hit, and it doesn't look pretty. Let's see the damage.
Yeah,
70 damage.
Vaughn's got his face set and is just holding the trigger down.
Bastion is destroyed. Falling to pieces in a hunk of short-circuiting metal, the thing twitches wildly as the EMP ravages its metallic body, and it simply lands to an extremely loud thud on its back.
I look back at Terran and I scream at him to open that door.
I take a step back and I blow the door up with the rocket launcher.
Yeah, funny enough, the door, once it closed, it like a sigil came across it to recognize that it was like in lockdown, so it wouldn't open even if you had the access card. But yeah, you like get to here and everyone clears the way a bit and just blow the door apart.
I whisper to the missile launcher. I'm like, I love you.
I'm never giving you back.
I'm never giving you back.
Is there still is
There
magic
is
still not working
pieces. No, the magical thing is lessened, but it's still active. Like if you just get away from the Noquel, it'll probably help you. But like he's no longer got the suppression field up, but it's still a lot of Noquel right there, so it still has an effect. Isama is over here, and she is bloodied and bruised and covered in soot. The pulse pounders to the sides are in shambles. There are burn holes, there are craters in this hallway. There is just everything is utterly destroyed. These two turrets are still active, but seem to be short-circuiting. Like they're just kind of like whizzing around. They kind of like look up and they look down, then they spin around, do a 360, then they kind of jerk to the right, and they're just not operating properly.
Vaughn staggers over to Isama and he's like limping and is just completely shredded, and he staggers over to Isama and pulls
Isama is a mess at the moment.
Yeah, starts pulling trauma packs out of his stuff, just like trying to like patch her up.
While you were doing that, I pull out the only one I've had, and I've had it for a while, a cure light wound. I just try to get it to drink it or pour it on her wounds or something.
Yeah, you help her out. She
24 health.
She was just sitting in just on like kneeling on the ground, just trying to hold it together. She had 1 health. Is what she was looking at. We'll come back to you all in a moment. You rush to Isama and go to heal her, and she just kind of looks over at you guys, and using all 4 of her arms, she just pulls the 2 of you in and hugs you as you're just trying to no, we're trying to heal you.
Ow, that hurts.
She's extremely strong.
Vaughn's like, please, that hurts, ow.
And at
drink this. I don't know how you get it around your mask.
We're going to the scene is going to cut away to black, and then return to a rather well lit area. You can hear like birds chirping, and there's a scene of serene. There's light, gentle music playing, and a small robot is floating, like the orb thing that follows around Vaughn, is floating around a very handsome looking fellow. The scene doesn't really pull up on him. You just see kind of like what he's wearing. He's how to describe it? A casual regality, I guess you could say. Like a noble, but isn't trying to show off, if that makes any sense. A fantasy Joel Osteen. How about that? Does that make any sense? Like the way it looks. Okay. It's an extremely it sounded funny to me. So yeah, you guys see this, and a metallic voice stems from the machine, speaking to the fellow. Let me see if I've got There we go. As they're walking along this lovely looking garden. The machine speaks to him, and he says, "Can I trust you with this?" And the man then, with a relaxing and just heavenly voice, says, "My liege, where the machines have failed, your perfect creation surely would not. These upstarts happen. There are issues that come from time to time, but nothing under your own roof could ever so far." And then he's interrupted by the machine saying, "Bastion has fallen." Which cuts, like, the guy stops walking, and and you see, like, sweat form down him. "My lord, this if there was ever a time to prove my superiority to these simple creatures, Androffan technology is nothing compared to the works that you have made, my lord. When they come to me, and they will, let it be assured, we will let their little crusade against your light end. That had better be the case. I made you. I can very easily unmake you for something superior. And it is with those words, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going to bring an end to the night's game. Yeah, zoom this to make it just look nice and tidy. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Like I said, we just got to 50 subscriptions, which we're pretty excited about. Still very a meager sum for, of course, you know, I guess professional YouTubers, but hey, we're very happy with it. So if there's anyone you know that you could add to our retinues, our next goal is apparently 2 million. Our next goal is 75 subscriptions. That would be awesome if we can get the view counts up as well. If there's anyone you know who likes Pathfinder, be sure to tell them, point them our way. We are Take 10 Gaming. I am Luke Kenny, and the players from left to right, we have the badass, even without magic, but as long as she's got a whip, Sarah Hitchkin.
I am hurt.
We have a big boy capable of amazing feats with a weapon, even without the assistance of divine intervention, Peter Hastings.
Yes.
A fucking sorcerer that wasn't allowed to use magic and still found a way to cast Fireball, Taryn Gates.
Fireball is the ultimate cantrip.
And someone who was denied his shenanigans, but still is able to pull out on top, Vaughn, Worn Eyes, Elnosh.
Gun.
Gun. Praise be gun.
Praise be gun.
We're Take 10 Gaming. We love you. Find us here at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Find us here 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesdays and Sundays for the Tears of Avalon game. And Thursday nights you can find us at 9 p.m. But a little change in the schedules. Tomorrow, normally our fun pirate game is going to be replaced with a one-shot. Hosted by our very own Scott Caffey.
Yes.
I'm very excited to see that. Scott, do you want to say something about it to tell the noble listeners?
Set in the steampunk Wild West of Alkenstar, it's going to follow a group of more or less bumble cops as they get in way over their head trying to solve a series of mass murders and break-ins.
I am so excited to be a goofy Barney Fife police officer.
You have to talk like him the whole time.
Oh, God, I can't do that. I've tried in my youth. I'm incapable of it. I've been thinking of what goofy voice I'm going to have, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. But yeah, be sure not to miss that. We've also got a pretty cool layout. We've got a cool layout that I designed yesterday, and I'm excited to show our lovely listeners.
I can't wait to ponder it.
The pondering will be amazing. What else? There's something else I'm forgetting. I know there's something I'm forgetting.
This is the last week before the break.
Yes, thank you. After this week, we are going to be taking a 2-week break, okay? So, I guess next Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, what's the actual date number with that? Let me look here. On the 18th, okay? The 18th will be the last game that we stream, the last thing that we stream for 2 weeks after that. So from the 19th of December to the 1st of January, we will just be taking a break, and then we will resume our regularly scheduled programming on the 2nd of December, or January. I guess. Oh, we'll just have to see how that plays out.
Oh, where am I supposed to get my fix, man? How do I get my fix, man?
That extra time will be used for other content that we will be surely bringing to the populace. But yeah, okay, we've used enough of your time. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Goodnight.
Good night.
Bye, fuckers.